Okay, here we go. I am going to give this a shot on AP. We're having a few issues with table resizing. I've been trying to get Camtasia to fit and run smoothly on my machine. My machine is not the fastest. I've been sitting at these tables for about 5 minutes. Maybe you'll see my stack is 108 on the left and 123 on the right. It's daytime and the tables are running actually a little bit tighter than usual. Up here is my table stats on the left. It's 30% VPIP, and pre-flop raise is about a little over 9. And on the right one, it's actually 31 and 12, which is not brutal for tables at AP, but it's not the best. And later on at night, they usually get much better. Because this will be my first video, and probably in later videos, I'll make sure to remind you guys what my HUD stats say, because I'm hoping you can see them on the screen. I'm pretty sure it's working fine. If you look down at, say, Das Dimmy here, the main bar, the large one, is my VPIP, my pre-flop raise, and my aggression factor post-flop with number of hands, which is pretty standard for most people and what they run on their HUDs. The one above it, I'll find one that actually has numbers, say over here on the left, is went to showdown percentage, won at showdown percentage, and the last number is actually their total wins or losses in dollars. So this guy's actually won $26. You can see over here this guy's actually won $99 over 176 hands. Yeah, we're not going to get involved in his hand. He's getting a little carried away. $36 with Jack 10 suited. I don't think so. Here I got pocket fours on the button. It's obvious raise up, even with one limper. Nothing to be too concerned about. Strictly looking for set value here. And fortunately we get it. Get to run a set right off the start on our first video. Works out very well with somebody who looks like they want to play. $184 stack. I'm obviously looking to get it all in here. With the flush draw, we don't want to play around too much. We're going to let him know we want to play. If he doesn't have something, he's going to let it go anyway. It's better than dicking around and running into another heart and then having to guess if he reps. I'll take that down, that's fine. If he had the queen there, then there's a good chance he would have at least called that bet. And then I'm trying to get the money in before the scare cards even arrive. Okay, back to what I was saying about my stats. I have also on these players, you'll see it actually has the little letters there. That's the cold calling pre-flop numbers. That's the C-bet percentage, and then the last one on the left is full to C-bet percentage. And on the right we have the aggressions per street, and they're actually color-coded. If you'd like, I'll come up here and show you. That's flop aggression, turn aggression, river aggression. And according to the color is the intensity of the numbers. So what it is I look at a person up in this side here, the hoob, and obviously with all the red colors, he's a tag playing fairly aggressive by street, and I know who I want to play against and who I don't. Somebody in here with a bunch of yellow is not very aggressive, you know, and it just gives me a quick color coding to look at. So what I'm looking for as I'm playing is that at AP they have 200 big blind stacks. Right now I'm playing 100 no limit, so I only have $100 stacks. But if I find somebody with high stats, say, somebody possible. This person's not too bad. He's 33-18, so he's more of a lag. He actually is a lag. I know him. I played against him a lot. Got 1,000 hands against him. I may up my stack to 200 big blinds if I find somebody worth playing against for that kind of money. With this tag on my right here, I won't up. I'm not going to play against a tag with 200 big blind stacks. It's just not worth the trouble. This guy over here, who's a 37 with a $205 stack, tells me I probably will want to. So I'm probably going to end up upping this stack once I get a better feel for the table. And I won't be playing 200 big blinds with top pair against anybody who's a lot more taggish or nitish. Okay, so that's how we're going. I think I've explained all my stats. Down here on the bottom left, looks a little mess right now, is actually my table stats and my big bets 100. I'm at 35 big bets 100 right now on the table on the right. I'm actually down 30 over 29 hands, which means it's not exactly $30 yet. It's probably more like about 8. So we'll get into this a little bit, see how it goes. See if you guys like the video. Maybe you can get something out of it. Maybe I can get something out of it if we get some kind of discussion going on it, or any subsequent videos that I decide to put out if I don't get berated too much for the first one. Like I said, sorry about the table sizing, and it's probably the frame rate is probably not the best because of AP. I'm in the process of setting up my E-Pass so I can move some money over to Stars or Full Tilt. I'll get a more resizable table and things will run a little smoother. This will give me an idea of how to get the videos up on the site, and give me my first 45-minute video and let you guys see what I'm into. Maybe you guys don't want me to do any more. Other than that, I think we're good. We're just going to play a few hands and talk my way through them. We'll see how it goes. As far as how I play, style, thoughts, you can see my stats are actually fairly tight on this table, 12-8, 24-17. I typically run around 17 or 18 at 6 max. Sometimes I'll go down to about 16 depending on the tables and the looseness of the tables. I don't play overly loose or overly aggressive. I'm having a bit of a problem with my aggression because I've had some well-documented downswings in the past, and it's because of my lack of aggression. So I have to try and keep those numbers up and see how I do. If you're wondering why I run so many stats here, it's very cluttered on my table. Yes, it's because my pop-up stats don't seem to work very well on this machine. If I click on somebody's name, like I'm doing right now, might be able to hear me clicking the button. I can't get the pop-up stats to come up, and they don't come up and stay up very well. So that's the main reason I keep them all on the screen. It's easier, they're out of the way, and I don't have to worry about hitting the pop-ups that often. If you've seen Fruity Pro and the way he plays, he has, it looks like the Twin Towers stacked up above each player's name with, I don't know what stats. I don't even know how he keeps track of it. Anyway, that's about it so far. 8-10 suited, not even close to playing that one from middle position or cut up. And I don't know what else there is to explain this early in the video until I actually get into some hands, I guess. See, my real tag is left over here. I got a $192 stack over here with a 37 over 210 hands. Not very aggressive on all his streets. Numbers don't show 100% on anything, so he's folding. He's betting on C-bets. So I think what I am going to do is, as you can see, I don't know if anybody's played AP, is I am going to bump it up to 200 big blinds and play deeper stack against that guy. I'm assuming that I can get into a hand with this guy, or even this guy he is a tag. He's not too aggressive on the streets though. So far over only 37 hands. Playing King 10, which is fairly marginal. We're just going to try and take this down since we didn't hit the flop. This is basically a C-bet or forget it kind of hand for me. I don't play a lot of marginal hands. I've found my win rate gets much better until my post-flop play gets better by avoiding King 10, Ace 10. I try not to play too many anything with a 10, Ace 10, or King 10 in the under the gun position, and I try not to play anything almost from under the gun that's ace rag kind of hands, or suited connectors and suited gappers, unless they're much higher, or depending on table texture. Obviously, I will make changes, but that's typically where I avoid playing. On this table, I can see I got a $155 stack here. He's fairly aggressive on just the flop and then after, but I